It's hard to fathom. That was about 16 seconds. 16 seconds of gunfire in our streets. Specifically, that was in Elkhart. That happened Sunday morning, early Sunday morning. And a lot of people are just left stunned, shocked, and the community is reeling right now, trying to figure out how to move forward. You saw the lower third there. A father lost his life. A dozen more people just about hurt. Some are still in the hospital at this hour. So how can this community move forward after something like that? I've got 6th District Councilor Latanya King joining me in studio now to help us walk through just some of this. Thank you so much for taking the time to do
Absolutely.
this. Your city is hurting right now. Talk about your initial reactions when you heard about this, when you first got that call.
Well, first when I got up early Sunday morning and I saw it on Facebook and I thought it was a hoax. When I saw the number of rounds and how many officers were out there, I didn't think it was real till I started scrolling and scrolling more, and each time I was scrolling, I saw that it was real and not too far from me and in my district.
What can you tell us? I know this is an active investigation, but was this a block party in the area? Was this a house party? What can you tell us? What do you know right now?
All I know is it was a party, just people getting together. And I don't think it was anything unusual.
Sure.
We have lots of
annual block parties,
events, yes. And no one ever thought in a million years this would have happened, otherwise they wouldn't have had it. I
mean, seriously, you said it, that number, just to hear a dozen people shot, one of those not making it. I was at that news conference yesterday on Father's Day, and we learned that that victim who lost his life was a father. And I know you were very emotional. Why was that? Why did you feel that?
Still emotional. I think the breakdown was, when he was a father.
Yeah.
And to lose a father, lose a son, lose a brother on any holiday, any day is traumatic, especially when it's unexpected. We all expect it to die, but when it's through murder, homicide, gunshot, nothing you were looking forward to.
Inexcusable.
Inexcusable, and it changes everybody's world.
I could imagine, we saw that video there, and you saw people running. And then there was this weird moment that you noticed. There were some people also in shock that they were just standing there. And that tells a story about what some people probably have become used to, desensitized to. How does your community look to move forward now? How are you able to hold people's hands and try to move forward, understanding that Elkhart has been alive through the last several months?
Elkhart has. After each setback, there's still a time to move forth. You cannot sit still. You have to continue to reach out to the families, to the kids who lost their father, to the neighborhoods, checking on them. It doesn't stop. Death may happen, but it never stops. And as a community, we have to get back to the old roots, community, everybody coming together, knowing everybody, and being aware of who your surroundings are. And I think if we continue moving forward, just being considerate, not just of our time, but everybody else around you and the impact they could have for the future. And just my word of advice is just continue to show that appreciation for each other and enjoy those events.
You said love. I think it's so important. You want to love those who are around you, because when you love someone, you won't do something like this.
Exactly.
And we don't know the specifics on what led up to this. Obviously, investigators are still looking into this. What can people at home do to help this investigation? How can they help officers right now figure out and get to the bottom of what happened here?
Well, first I'd like to thank everyone for not just putting the family's name out there, the victim name, and giving that family an opportunity to grieve and come together. That's so important, that when the public doesn't beat the law enforcement.
Law enforcement, they actually told us late today, and you and I talked about it. We were shocked that nobody said anything too much on Facebook, out of respect to the
out of
family,
respect, and that's beautiful. So thank you. You know of anyone who's involved? I hate to say it, because I may know them. I don't know. Because we live in a small community. You know, family grow up knowing each other, and I'm sure it's not comfortable for them either.
Sure. And somebody said to me in the community yesterday, they said it's really hard because I can tell you people know people who did this.
Yes, and to look to see someone I know who a graze, you know, through the head, through the leg. You think that's too close. It could have been my kids out there. My daughter was just in town last week, and she really probably would have been there because everybody knows everybody around here.
It's a city with a heart. Everyone knows what everyone is going through, and they're so close-knit in that community. And that's why we wanted you here to add that context. Thank you so much, Tanya, for doing this, for everything that you and the city do as well and continue to do.